everyone. My name is Jennifer Hoger. I'm a personal trainer and a group fitness instructor over at Course Plus. Today I'd like to share with you another full body circuit that you can do at home to keep you moving while we're in this period of quarantine. I have a disclaimer here which I wrote out, and unfortunately it looks like it's showing up backwards. So let me read it to you very quickly. You should consult your physician or other healthcare professional before starting this or any other fitness program to determine if it is right for your needs. If you experience faintness, dizziness, pain, or shortness of breath at any time while exercising, you should stop immediately. If you choose to exercise to this video, you do so at your own risk and acknowledge that the exercises carry an inherent risk of physical injuries. To the extent permitted by law, the Elmhurst Park District and its affiliates disclaim any and all liability in connection with the exercises in this video and any instruction and advice provided. That being said, our main goal here is to get you moving and make sure you don't hurt yourself. So we're going to work on that right now. Okay, so like I said, today I have another full body circuit I would like to share with you. When you do a circuit, you have a certain amount of exercises. I'm going to be showing you 5 or 6 exercises today. You're going to do one set of each of them. Once you get through with all that set, you're going to take a 30-second to a 1-minute rest, and then go back and do one set of all of the exercises in succession again, trying not to stop while you're in the middle of that circuit. As always, of course, listen to your body though. Challenge yourself, work hard, but make sure that you don't push beyond what you feel is your personal abilities. Okay, that being said, here we go. So, the first exercise for this circuit is going to be a plie squat, also known as a sumo squat, with an upright row. For a plie squat, you're going to have your feet out wider than hip width or shoulder width, as you can see. Toes are going to be pointed out to the sides a little bit. You don't want them so far out that you put pressure on your knees, but far enough out that you're going to be working those inner thighs and outer thighs just a little bit more. Now, a plie squat or sumo squat, you're just going to come down into the squat, try and keep the knees behind the toes as low as you can, pulling in your abs and squeezing your glutes. As you can see from the side, when I come down, my glutes are back, my knees are behind my toes, and you come back up. So that's the plie squat or sumo squat portion. Now, if you want to add the upper body portion, I have 5-pound weights here. If you don't have weights at home, feel free to use maybe soup cans, which provides around 3 to 5 pounds, I think. Or, as I said, you can take 2 empty milk jugs, fill them both with water, and you have 2 8-pound weights. So you can get creative with this. Now, in upright row, you start with your arms in front, and you're just going to lift those hands up, sort of like they're scraping up your side, your front. And then we're trying to squeeze up through our traps, through these muscles right here by the neck. So what you want is scapular or shoulder blade elevation. That's how you reach those traps. And I don't know if you can see that from that position, but lift up and come down. Now to put both of these together, feet out wide, toes pointed out, weight in the heels, pulling in the abs, squeezing the glutes. We come down into the plie squat and then come up to the upright row. Come back down and come up to the upright row. Now I would recommend doing 8 to 12 of these, depending on your level of fitness. If you'd like to work more on endurance, maybe focus more on going 12 to 20 reps, make sure you use a lower weight then. Or if you want to focus a little more on strength, maybe only go for 5 or 6 reps. Then I hope that you're using some serious weight at home. As always, though, once again, if you do 6 reps and you feel like, you know what, I might be using 3 pounds, but that's all I got, good for you for doing those 6. Celebrate what you do, not what you don't do. Now, the next exercise we have for this circuit is a lawnmower row. I'm going to have you do that one set on each side, even though we're doing the circuit, okay? So we have 2 sets of this, but 1 set for each side. So you're going to grab your weight. You're going to come into almost a slight lunge position, okay? I like to rest my hand on my leg. Going from the other side. shoulder back, chest out, abs in tight, and we're going to just pull the weight up so it scrapes against our side, squeezing our back. So try to think about pulling behind your shoulder blade and coming back down. Do your 8 to 12 on this side. Turn to the other side, and you've got 8 to 12 on this side. Now, if you want to get a little more advanced with this, you may want to add in a lunge, in which case you would look like this. You would drop down into the lunge, and then you come up, do your lawnmower row, come back down, go into another lunge. So that's just an option for you if you want to get a little bit more of your legs working in this too. After you've done your lawnmower rows on each side, I'm suggesting you move on to what's called a lateral lunge and doing a hammer curl with it. Now, a lateral lunge, your feet will once again start out wide, toes pointed forwards this time now. So one of the options is you can just bend into each side instead of stepping out. So you would bend into one side, keeping the other leg straight. My knee is still behind my toe. The weight is in my heel, and I am squeezing my glutes and my abs. Come back up, bend the other knee and come down to the other side and come back up. Looking from the side, bending down. As you can see, my glute comes out, knee is behind the toe. I come back up and I go to the other side. The other leg stays pretty straight, knee still behind the toe, weight in the heel, squeezing the glutes, and come back up. Also remember, abs in tight, keeping the back as flat as you can by pulling back the shoulders, chest pretty much sticking out. Now, if you want to make it maybe a little bit more difficult, it's going to challenge your balance a little more, you could do a lateral lunge with a step out. So in this case, you would step out, bend into that leg like you were doing when your feet were just out. Come back. I'm going to have to do this so I have space. Step out to the other side, and then come back. Okay? So in that case, if you want, you could do all on one side and all on the other. I suppose you can do that even with your legs out here. You can do all one side and then all the other. Or you can alternate side to side. Now, as I said, I was coupling this with hammer curls. So weights start in front of you with a hammer curl, and then you're just bending at the elbows, bringing the weights up and down. It's just a form of a bicep curl. It's basically bicep curls with your palms facing each other. So it's just curling up and coming back down. If you were to do this with the lateral lunge, putting it all together, bend into the leg, you got your hammer curl, come back, bend into the other leg, hammer curl, and come back. So I'd recommend doing a total of 8 to 12, 4 on each side, 6 on each side, or if you want to change that number, of course, that's all up to you and what your body says it wants and needs right now. So that's your lateral lunge with a hammer curl. The last exercise is called an Arnold press. And you can do this with both feet down, or you can try to do it on one foot to really challenge your balance. So with both feet, arms start up at 90 degrees. Step back so you can see this. You're going to bring those weights in together, bring them back out, come up to a shoulder press, and come back down to 90 degrees. In, out, up for the shoulder press, and down. Abs in tight the whole time. Now, as I said, if you want, you can try this on one toe or even up on one foot. Once again, weights come in, out, up, down. You can do as many as you feel good over here, maybe 6, maybe 4. And then switch to the other side. In, out, up, down, in, out, up, and down. So that's another circuit for you. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that this helps you, and have a good day. Good luck, and we look forward to seeing you back at courts, hopefully in the near future. Bye.